Okay, so lots happened. We added a boat to our channel. This is my son's boat. He calls it the Grinder. It's a little John boat that he can take out by himself. We put a deck on it, or he did. I helped a little bit. He put the carpet on, built the little hatch. We even put a trolling motor on the front of it. We also bought a new mower. It's a walk behind. It is a Exmark 52-inch with a 20 horsepower Kohler, and it's got the ECS controls. Those are really tough to control, but we do like it. And then we also fished.
Boom, baby, we're just getting out here. You know, we know you had to do it to him. We had to do it to him. Look at this.
He's a big one.
Yes, sir. It's a good keeper.
How about that? Like, we've been here for what, like 5 minutes? Not even that.
I do, Tom.
That's awesome.
What do you think that is? 3.5?
That's a good 3.5. That's what I'm saying.
I like this place.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
I was gonna say, by the end of today, I'm gonna make y'all a firm believer in this rock quarry.
We had to do it to him, y'all.
That's awesome.
Give a little Jimmy Houston kissy.
Thank you.
And I caught a squeaker. We ended up selling our Cub Cadet right here. And we took that money and saved it for, we were gonna buy some electronics for our big bass boat, not the John boat. We did some fishing on the John boat, and my son caught this one. Let me see.
Oh my gosh, he ate that spinnerbait, boys.
Oh. You gotta back up, man. I can't get y'all in there.
Fish. Here, can you go portrait mode?
Yeah, hold on. And I caught a squeaker again. Anyway, we ended up taking the money from the Cub Cadet and selling the other mower, and we bought this one. Just picked this up 2 days ago. Traded in my traded some of my Exmark 52-inch for this Turbo Force 48-inch. My son and I did, and we added a little bit of money with it. But there you go. This one's been taken care of a lot better. It's got all the stickers on it, so you know how high you are cutting the grass. It's got, I think this is a 19 horsepower Kawasaki. It's a little smaller than the 20 Kohler we had on the Exmark, but we've been busy. I just changed the oil. Just changed the complete oil change because it was filthy. But anyway, I like this a lot better than the ECS controls. The ECS controls on the Exmark were like this. They were like they had two handles. Oops, sorry. One handle like this, one handle like this, and you squeezed. And it was super hard to squeeze. This one, here's your safety right here. This one works just like a zero turn. So, that's left, right, or forward, back. Real easy to control. Like, I'm not putting any effort in that at all. Happy about that. It's real clean. It looks like they had too big, or they had a sulky here, too many holes, and it's got a little stress crack right here, but I'm gonna order a sulky that bolts right here, and it's rigid, so it stays stiff. It won't turn, so it'll just be these 2 points, and then it'll stay rigid and back here, and then it'll pivot pivot this way, and it'll have swivel wheels, so that way it kind of stays with the machine no matter what you do, so you can't jackknife yourself. The other one we had on the Exmark, which I didn't get any video of, we could jackknife ourselves, and it was real twitchy. What am I trying to say? The steering, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, this one, it's got a new battery on it. This one's, or so far, we really like it. I think we're gonna keep this for a long time. 48 is a perfect width to get in between. I'll show you, not to hit a gas meter or a gas pipeline, but I'll show you over here. It's kind of dark, but over here, when you look through here, you can see right here, that's literally from that gas line to that wall is probably 53 inches. So the 48 fits much better through there, and we have a couple of smaller yards and smaller gates. But we had a 50-inch, you've seen that, we had the 50-inch zero turn Cub Cadet. You saw us with that for a long time, but it would slide on hills. This one hugs the hills. The 52 hugged the hills, but it was just too hard to work. It was real twitchy, like it would whip back and forth. And I was afraid we were gonna hit a car, you know, when we were trying to go through. We hit a what was it called? A magnolia tree, and knocked down a big branch. Luckily, it was on common area. It wasn't owned by anybody. So we kind of just took that in our truck and threw it in the dump. But anyway, I got some footage of my son using this before I cleaned up. These wheels are white. In the video I did take, they were black, it was full of grease. So I did re-grease those wheels. There's bearings inside. And we cleaned these out a little better. I made them a little more white. So we cleaned it up a little bit. We got a little more to do. But the hydros don't squeak or here, I'll let you listen. Boom. Got a little tick. I don't know if that's normal. I think our Kawasaki did that on the Cub Cadet. Our Kohler didn't. Our Kohler ticked a little bit until it got really warm. But I literally just changed the oil in this probably 20 minutes ago. There's a tube you can hook on. It's down here. It's a tube you hook on. You pull this thing out, and all the oil comes out. And then oil runs all over. It's a mess. But it was black. It needed to be done. But see, this is the safety right here. And you can just, it's just so easy. I can just do it with one hand. It's almost like a stand-on. But there's no whining coming from the hydros at all. The hydros are right there. There's just no whining. Goes in neutral nice. It doesn't really creep on you. That's it. Sorry it hasn't been a lot of videos, but I really haven't had a tripod. Couple video, well, I think the last video or the video before that, you saw my son ran over it. So I just haven't gotten one. So anyway, there will be more videos of this. This one's a keeper. I'm definitely going to keep this one for a long time. And I think the only addition I'll do as we get more yards, just to speed up things. Like I said, I'm going to get the sulky for this one, but what I'm going to do is I want to get a stand-on, like an X-Mark or a grandstand by Toro. Toro and X-Mark are made by the same company, so there you go. Who knew? Anyway, real excited about this. Noah's used it a couple times. He said it's super easy to use. It's got a baffle for some reason, based on how much grass. If it's dry grass, it's on A. If it's C, it's wet grass. B is like middle of the road. I don't really know what that does. It doesn't have a striping kit, but I think it would stripe really well for fescue. But like what I have here is a mix of Bermuda and fescue, so it's not going to stripe these very well. It's just the way it is. If it was just all fescue, it would stripe really well. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the new equipment. Thanks for watching.